Greetings, Tetris citizens. It is your old pal Vandweller back with more classic Tetris Monthly Tap Masters for July 2025. And what have we got for you today? Well, I'm about to show you what it is. Okay, 2 brackets. And I'm going to show you the stream slide, but like the upcoming stream, but the time is wrong. We're doing this red one right now. We're not doing it yesterday. We're doing it now. It is the, oh, it just went away. Where'd it go? Hello. Hi. There it is. Yeah, we're doing this. Oh, okay. This is up to date. Okay, we're doing this right now. It's going to be the red bracket preliminaries of the Tap Masters beautiful tournament that you all love so much. And it's going to be Tetristime versus Bluescuti, 2 table tappers. And the winner will take on Opaux. So this is going to be a pretty exciting one. Tetristime, Bluescuti, and Opaux. That is right now. And then in 2 hours, we're going to have the top 16 red and pink bracket of Stupid Tetris Monthly. It's going to be Fractal versus Steel and Dylan versus Peak. And then the winners of those 2 matches will face off to determine a semi-finalist out of that red, pink, whatever quadrant of the tournament. So that's what we're doing tonight. 5 total matches, 2 tap, 3 stupid. I mean, it's all stupid, but officially stupid, 3 of them, 2 of them tap, and the taps are coming right now. Let's take a look at our bracket for Tap Masters. And there it is. Can you read it? Probably not, because you're probably watching on your phone and you can't see anything with a small print on your phone, or maybe you can. I don't know. But that is that. So what we're doing in this tournament right now is, yeah, that red little streak over on the right side, Tetristime Bluescuti, feeds into Opaux. This is eventually going to feed into the 3rd seed match against Maisie, and that is going to be our final top 16 spot to be determined. So it's going to be one of these 3 players. We've already got results down in our top 8. Alex T is in out of the orange-yellow side. Coster is into the top 8 out of the blue-purple side. And eventually that purple side will be played. Now do we have anything else determined? I don't think so. That green and teal, that is still yet to happen. So that one will be scheduled eventually, but I think it's kind of going to happen, you know, like next week, like not in the next couple days. So anyway, that is where we stand. Let's take a look at our rules. And the rules of this tournament are that this is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System. On NTSC consoles, players can play an emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified, except in the ways that we ask them to modify it. And they can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons used or turbo functions, whether electronical or mechanical, biological, turbo only. We will be starting on level 18 for all games. There is no line cap, so if you can play to and through level 39, then good luck to you. We will be using same piece sets. They will be re-rolled in between each game of the match. And players, right now, if you can hear me, make sure your hertz and input displays are turned on. And remember, do not receive any in-game advice. Nobody in your ear or in the room telling you about your opponent's board state or your board state or how you should play or upcoming pieces ganked from your opponent's board, anything like that. Don't do it. If you do experience tech issues, right? What happens? Oh, my OBS isn't working. My internet's kind of flaking in and out. Just keep playing and assume that the game's going to be played to the end. Unless you hear otherwise from me, listen to instructions, from me. If you don't listen to commentary, we'll try to put it in the chat, but do keep playing during tech issues unless you hear otherwise. For me, do not pause and go, oh, I know he wants me to pause and then so I can communicate back and forth and ask what I should do. No, don't do any of that. Do not pause, all right? And remember, this is a hyper tapping tournament. So in terms of this tournament, the spirit of tap means jitter clicking, hyper tapping. It's a single finger attack, but with one extra finger able to be used one time in a tapping on a given piece, right? So all one finger, but if you want to throw one other finger in there one time per piece as a hyper quick tap at the end, or as an opening tap and then you go back to the main finger, that's fine, or right in the middle, whatever, but one time, and that is it. And that is the spirit of tap as far as this tournament is concerned. If you want to play other rules, you can go to the other competing tapping tournaments of this stature. All right, the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. We are up to $1,390. We are paying our top 8. So the winner gets 45%, second 27%, third and fourth each 9, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth each get 2.5% of the prize pool. And even though we've hit our goal, that doesn't mean we are done. You can continue to contribute to this tournament if you want to show support to the players. Use the Matcherino command while we're watching live on Twitch or YouTube. It'll bring up some links. I forget which one is first, but the one that says TM or Tap Masters, that is the one for this tournament. Click on it. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Once you're there, top right-hand corner where it says log in is where you log in. Click on that. You can log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube account. And then from there, click on the mustard colored button that says contribute to contribute. Okay, that is something, and yeah, that's how you could support the prize. But we don't have any sponsors, right? And it's not me coming out of my billions of dollars. You guys are the sponsors of the prize pool. This gets as big as you guys want it to, and I thank everybody who has been so generous so far to get us way past our goal for the month. That's how to support the players, to support the channel. You can go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris, among other things. You can provide us an ongoing pledge of monthly or annual support over at Patreon, patreon.com/monthly Tetris, just like the people on the screen have done. And big shout out to Scott Gray, Jane the Window, K-Net, Tacky, Corporal Shelby, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cacket, Mila, and Jason, and all the rest. And, Opaux is playing in this stream, and I just wanted to let you all know, this is not a paid placement. This is a favor, and because I have a personal interest in seeing this kind of thing exist. Padless controllers are coming. What is a padless controller? It's one that does not use rubber pads, okay? It uses the little switches like in a clicky keyboard, right? So no more rubber kind of cutting into rubber pads and switching out pads. This is gonna happen, all right? This is getting very close to being a thing, and I can't wait to see it. I'll be like the first one on the list. I'll try to be as high on the list. I probably won't be the first one because probably they want to give it to like good players. But this is something I've been dreaming about for years. Like I was like, why do they have to use rubber? Can't they just use what's in a keyboard? Finally, someone's doing it. So, I don't know. Did I put that out into the universe? Did I manifest this through the law of attraction? I don't know, but someone's doing it. It's Opaux and Ava working on this. And if what this QR code is, this will take you to their Discord server where you can find out more and get updates and just feedback. And just if you want to know anything about it, ask questions of people who are spearheading this, go to that Discord. All right, this is not paid. This is me being interested and wanting to do it. And Opaux is in the bracket, so I figured it's a good time to let you know about it. But all the information you want to know, if that is intriguing to you at all, that is the place to go. Okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead. Free advertising, guys. Is this about controllers or something else? Yeah, you're playing NES controllers and you got little rubber ding-dongs in there, and instead you want to have like clicky, keyboard switches like sane rational people would put in them if they were doing it today. Well, these are the sane rational people that are doing it. All right, so we're in 3D with Bluescuti. Tetristime, make sure you've got your hertz and input display turned on. Tetristime has de-aged by about 10 years. I wish there was a way I could be involved in it, but nobody wants me involved. I would love to. I don't know. Cash? What do I need to do to be involved? I just want to be involved in it, Cole says, did you get lice, bruh? I did have lice when I was a kid, and they had to like get a comb. And you had to go to the drugstore and get a comb, and then you better put this medicated comb through your hair. And that's when I had hair, if you can believe it. I must have been like 7 or 8. Is wiggle tapping sought? I think so, because it is affected with a jittery motion of a single finger, and just because he's not raking the thing, it doesn't seem like it's raking it. It's just he's found a more efficient direction to push the buttons in. So I don't think there's anything about it that isn't sought. I think it's totally fine. I don't know. I think. I mean, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. He's effectuating the tap with a jittery motion of the single hand, and it's a single finger attack, and it's not rolling, and he's not raking the controller or any other thing. So to me, it is. So get wiggling. I mean, it seems harder than regular hyper tapping, so you want to do that, like, go ahead, but it's horizontal jitter click. I mean, yeah, it's exactly what it is. So as long as you're not raking it, like, I don't know. Now, of course, this probably would not be possible with padless controllers, but we'll see. Ava, try it out right now. Is it possible with padless controllers? See, we don't want to hurt sales, right? If wiggle tapping is the new meta, oh my god. I bet it's not. I bet that it's not. I would bet that it's not possible. All right, players, you've had plenty of notice, so let's go ahead and start giving y'all some pieces so we can get this started. You guess you're not getting, yep, nobody get padless. It abuses the mechanics of pads. Yeah, I think that's probably true. But who said you couldn't do that? It seems like it's hyper tapping just with a shorter travel. Like, oh wow, Tetris time. Yeah, Siler, if like everyone else is talking to Vandy in chat and like they're responding to things I'm saying and you can't hear me, then it's probably on your side. That's probably good. That's not top 8, top 16, right? No, this is round 1. Yeah, there we go. Where is it? What? There we go. Oh, I've got to sneeze now. Hold on. Okay. All right, players, the pieces are in chat. Nobody has pinned them because there's only 500 mods in here. So why would anyone pin? Why would they do that? They don't have to do that. Why would they? What settings do you need? Hertz and input display. No line cap. Okay, 11F32B, 11F32B. All right, looks like both players are ready. Classic Tetris Monthly Tap Masters. This is round 1, believe it or not, our final preliminary bracket to do, and it's going to be a banger. Tetristime versus Bluescuti. Let's go ahead and get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left side of your screen, it is Tetristime, who qualified in to this tournament with a what? With a 1.15 million. That was the average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period, and done with hyper tapping. Now, Tetristime was probably one of the most, get a little early tuck there of the T. So Tetristime going to have to fix all that. But Tetristime probably one of the more famous table tappers, you know, going to live events and dragging tables from, you know, place to place, bringing tables on planes and whatever. Tetristime now a roller, so it doesn't have to suffer through that indignity anymore. But, you know, Tetristime certainly known for that. Tetristime has an overall PB of 4.4 million, but has a tapping PB of 1.3 million. There's a Tetris for Bluescuti, 130. 160 for Tetristime, who's kind of slow out of the gate. Tetristime has, I think, about a top 20 score overall, just with in regular playstyle PBs, 4.4 million, and was ranked number 16 in the most recent Premier poll. That's a poll taken by Pumpy Hearts of Tetris journalists and broadcasters, and done on a monthly basis. 114 here for Tetristime, 157 for Bluescuti. You can find the full rankings over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. Tetristime is a 2-time Mega Masters player, has won Challengers Circuit a couple of times, most recently in June. It was June of 2023. 6-time CTWC Gold Bracket, was in the top 8 in 2021, the second online year, and has had a run, really, of in-person CTWC regional success, winning tournaments in Washington and Arizona, and he's played in a whole bunch of other ones as well. He's probably won some other one that I'm probably forgetting at the moment as well, but he's had a good run of success lately. And yeah, this is round 1. So both these players fighting for a round 2 spot against Opaux. Tetristime with the Tetris 256, 202 for Bluescuti. On the right side of your screen, it is Bluescuti qualified in with a 1.09 million with hyper tapping, average of 2 in an hour. Has a tapping PB of 1.40 million. That's pretty recent. Coming into the tournament, it was 1.363, but he has since gotten a tapping PB and joined the 1.4 club. And I think there's, 7 or 8 people who've done it. 1.4 with, at least under the rule set for this tournament. Bluescuti was number 2 in the July Premier poll heading into this tournament, and also 13 in the DAS poll. First player ever to crash NES Tetris. He made worldwide headlines when he did that. First player to get a perfect level 19 max out level 29 star world record of 18.8 million. He had a streak of 9 CTM tournaments in a row where he reached the finals. And he's the former world record holder a couple times with a 6.6 and a 6.68 million. He's won CTM 6 times. He's a 3-time CTWC gold bracket player, twice making it into the Final Four in 2023 and 2025. And was second in the Jonas Cup in 2024. And he's won regionals in Kansas City and in his own hometown library. 357 for Bluescuti, 475 for Tetristime. About 95,000 points apart right now. Same line count. There's a Tetris for Scuti. Of course, Scuti came up as a player kind of after the, kind of the time when hyper tapping was a thing. 451 for Bluescuti. Like, it was not the dominant playstyle when Bluescuti started to ascend. 452 Scuti, 19, 524 for Tetristime on 19. And of course, Tetristime made the top 8 of CTWC as a tapper in 2021. 560 for Tetristime, 552 for Bluescuti. As did, a lot of the other people who are playing in CTWC, but yeah, I'm very curious if anyone has like 3D glasses. I'm very curious of, if someone puts them on and watches Scuti's board, if it actually does give you a little bit of a 3D effect. Like somebody, we got 154 people on Twitch, however many people on YouTube. We've got to have somebody that has some 3D glasses, right? Somebody's got to. All right, Tetristime trying to survive this. This has allowed Scuti to get into the lead, and Scuti has a good board. Tetristime still not with a great board, still fighting this board down. And he's actually set up for a dirty and gets it, so Tetristime approves of the dirty Tetris. Yeah, so if anybody really does have 3D glasses and can check this out, I would love to know. All right, Tetris for Bluescuti, 721, 701 for Tetristime. Tetristime still back in the lead by a small amount. And really, they're actually just kind of trading the lead back and forth right now. Lighthouse Tetris says, wait, I do have 3D glasses. Yeah, check and see if Bluescuti's pieces have some sort of 3D effects going on. I wouldn't be surprised. Tetris for Scuti, 818. It's kind of, maybe we could just do this on purpose, right? Like have some filter that separates the red and the blue out and have a whole month of 3D Tetris. What the heck? For like October? That would be crazy. All right, Tetristime with a Tetris. Bring this down in another Tetris. Left side, it's going to be a little bit of a problem as we approach level 29. We are separated by 2,000 points, or actually, no, like 1,000 points. Not very much separating these two players. Scooty gets a Tetris 969. One more Tetris available before 29. I don't know what either one of these players has. Scooty with the max out into 29. Tetristime gonna burn his way into 29 at 985. We did see both of these players warming up on 29, so they both got chops here. We'll see what Tetristime could do. Scooty at 815, Tetristime at 992. Scooty's bored, he's fighting it down, trying to wiggle these pieces, and this is gonna be really hard, but Scooty getting pieces to the left. A23 Scooty, Tetristime, or that's a top up for Scooty at A23. So Tetristime is not going to be able to do it, but we've got multiple max outs from multiple maniacs and level 30s from both. So Scooty will do just enough to hang on to take game number 1. Holy moly. Scooty's pieces look very shiny with 3D glasses, but not 3D. Maitre Weekend says 29 was needed. So did Bluescuti get his needed points after 29? That's crazy. Tetristime says that last Tetris cost you. Yeah, there's really no way to know that. You know, that's the tough part. All right, we got Scooty fam in the chat. Let's get some new pieces for the players. So when you're ready, 449D F2. If we can get a pin, that would be nice. Ben Squirrely, thank you. Thanks for the raid, by the way, Classic Tetris League. Appreciate that. Lori, Neto, Tom J, Mark Driss, Looney, Luis, Nika 19, MC Aaron, Tony Mock, everyone hanging out over at YouTube, welcome. All right, 449D F2. Both players are on the seat and both players are signaled ready. Game number 2. Bluescuti up 1 game to none. Quietude 38 with the Prime sub says, let's go Scooty. Thank you, Quietude, for the Prime sub, 2 months. Appreciate that. Good time to remind you that you can support this channel for basically free if you are already an Amazon Prime subscriber. If you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, you get a free Twitch Prime gaming subscription to apply to the streamer of your choice on Twitch on a monthly basis. You do not have to pay anything over and above your Amazon Prime subscription fee to subscribe to this channel. You just have to connect the relevant accounts, and then, yeah, it costs you nothing, but it does give a little bit of a financial boost to whatever channel you grant it to. But remember, it's use it or lose it, right? You can't stack them up and go, oh, I'm going to save them up to the end of the year and give them all to, you know, Kingsman 36. Dirty Tetris here. Scooty 78,116 for Tetristime. You got to use it once a month. So do consider using it for us, like Quietude has done. And that is a, you know, if you're already a subscriber, it's basically a no-cost way to support the channel. Tetris for Tetristime 140. There's one for Scooty 102. Lighthouse Tetris says, hey, I am using the 3D glasses right now. All right, let me know. Here, live tweet your experience here. I think especially on level 18 where the pieces are red and blue, right? I mean, that has to... It's actually normal in Scooty's capture. I don't know what you mean. It's normal in Scooty's capture. All right, 197 for Scooty, 216 for Tetristime. Are you saying that I'm doing it somehow? All right, Wang with the first time chat. They're using the bracket command. 267 for Bluescuti, 288 for Tetristime. Oma Red Star is here. Hemalizer's here. It's good to see Scooty Fam in the chat. The only time in my life when I say fam is for Bluescuti's family. I never say fam otherwise. So you're getting a rare treat. Thanks, Wang. Appreciate that. You're very nice. Tetris for Tetristime, 359, 338 for Bluescuti. Corian thing, he's going to fill in that 2x2 gap on the top of the stack with the L and the J piece pointed downward. All right, Tetristime going to uncover the right side well, get a long bar in for a Tetris. Scooty has to create a gap, but he's going to resolve it. Yeah, it's going to try to avoid putting any additional weight on that gap. And really just 2 burns to take care of that gap, not too bad. 368 for Bluescuti. There's a Tetris for him, 391, 431 for Tetristime, same line count, and a 40,000 point lead for Tetristime. That's just under 2 Tetrises. Tetris is here worth 22,800. All right, Tetristime finds the long bar and helps to bring this down. Board was getting a little bit scary high, but that's okay. Another long bar down for a triple. That's going to create a platform 1 row off the bottom for Tetristime. He's going to get a Tetris off of that. The colors are a bit different, but that feeling of watching a 3D film is much more clear when I put on the glasses. All right, Tetris for Tetristime into 19 at 579 or so. And really just in time because he's able to clear away that little hole in the stack at the bottom. So 581 for Tetristime. Tetris for Scooty, 552. One more available for him. Before 29. But he's not going to take it. He's just going to opt to take a nice safe transition into 19. So Tetristime has the higher 19 transition in this one. And a Tetris for Tetristime, 618. Another Tetris, Tetristime, 671. Scooty trying to find that Z piece, gets it, but gets it with a covered column 10 well. And a skim and a Tetris for Bluescuti, 643. There's a Tetris, Tetristime, 702. So Tetristime now ahead 12 lines. And ahead by about, what, 85,000? There's another Tetris for Tetristime. Tetris for Scooty, 760. So on the screen above their names, we do have their input display, so you can see which button they're hitting, how fast, and then you've got, you know, the hertz display, the number of times per second of their most recent tap. Of course, hyper tapping playstyle does not necessarily mean you hyper tap every single piece. You might dash a piece here and there. You might slow tap a piece here and there, but Every time that changes, that means a hyper tap has happened at that speed. 836 for Bluescuti, 922 for Tetristime. I love having that speed on there. I think it's especially fun in a tapping tournament. Part of me like wants to just have it on all the time. Like who cares? Like just have it on all the time. It's fun to see how fast the players, even if they're rolling, to see how fast the rolls are. Tetris for Scooty, 941, 996 for Tetristime. So Tetristime ahead by 7 lines, about to hit level 28, has a max out into 28. And this is tough, that dead drop of that T. This could, okay, there's a triple for Tetristime for some more points. But he's gonna have to score something here. I don't know how he's gonna survive much past 29, and I don't think he's gonna. So see if he can eke out some more points here. No, it's gonna be a top out for Tetristime at A14. So Scooty has a chase down target of A15. He's gonna need to max out. He's got 5 lines left. So he's gonna have to do this like right now, and it's gonna be more than one Tetris available. So even if he gets that Tetris, it's not gonna be enough. And he gets a skim and a Tetris, and that is gonna do it. Bluescuti takes game number 2 with a Tetris after the 29 transition. He had 2 set up. He got one into 29, and then he got one on 29. He's still going, actually. He's got level 31, and you know, if you want a mullen, you're feeling it, why not? Let's do it. But yeah, there's the 1.1, so double max outs again in game 2. 1.1 for Scooty. Tetristime neared the kill screen. Scooty got into 31. So Scooty now up 2 games to 1. The skivity Tetris seals it. Indeed. All right, Joseph in chat. Are you scared yet, Joseph? Tapping in 2025. 56B1E9. 56B1E9. Scooty's grandpa in the chat. Welcome. Okay, 56B1E9. Both players are on seats. So as soon as they signal ready, we'll start. But if you need to take a moment. I mean, that is tough, you know, in a tapping, you know, in a non-rolling tournament to max out twice and not win either one. You started. Yeah, let's go ahead and increment. Let's go ahead and increment the first 2. So make it 6, 7. It's fine. It happens. No big deal. All right, 6, 7, B1, E9. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let us get them started. Game number 3, Bluescuti is up 2 games to none. Tetristime now has to win out in this match. All right, different openers. We are underway. Scooty with the Tetris on the board already. And Tetristime gets his first one. It's a dirty one, like 7 rows up. These two have played in Masters only one time in the past, and that was last month. So last month's that was their first ever meeting. They met in the round of 16. Bluescuti took that one 3-0. They also met in the Challengers circuit all the way back in March of 2023. I didn't even know Scooty was alive in March 2023, but there he was. That was round 1 of Challengers. Scooty took that one 3-1. And I think Scooty got to the semis in that one, but had to withdraw maybe in a match against Nenu. Not exactly sure what happened, but there's a result between Nenu and Bluescuti where it's just got the W next to Nenu, so that would indicate like a forfeit. 212 for Tetristime, 187 for Bluescuti. And then Rhubarb took that whole tournament back then. That was March 2023 Challengers. Rhubarb took that 3-2 against Nenu. What could have been? All right, Tetris for Tetristime, 257, 238 for Bluescuti. Of course, you know, March 2023, we all knew Scooty before he was famous, or he was a movie star. 304 for Tetristime. 270 for Bluescuti. So Tetristime going to uncover that right side, and he'd really love a quick bar here because the middle of his board kind of jacked up, but he ends up covering the right side. So he's going to have to go and attack that whole snarl in the middle of his board. And he's got like 7 rows of garbage over that well now. $315 for Tetristime. There's a Tetris Bluescuti 362. And oh no, a Tetristime is gonna top out at 316. He just had a nasty middle of the board, ended up covering the well and just really never could recover. So Bluescuti, you are good in game number 3. You're going to take this one 3-0. And, you know, of course, me, I always root for deciders, and then whoever wins that, it's up to me. So never want to see someone kind of going out a little bit in that way. So Tetristime, GG's to you. Hope to see you again in future months, and hope to see you again in Tap Masters 2. And always a pleasure, and great haircut, by the way. Congratulations on your haircut. All right, let me go ahead and report this to Tetris authorities. It's going to go in the books 3-0. But, I mean, Tetristime played great. I mean, 2 max outs. That's the tough part. First 2 games max out and, you know, lose those 2 games. That is really tough. So, good performances from Tetristime. But that is Tetris in 2025. Max out is not enough necessarily. Okay, we're going to bring in our next game here. Let's reset the whole thing. Round 2. And it's going to be Opaux, right? So that is 14. Is that 14? I think that's 14. There it is. All right, we'll get I'll fix let me run some ads. I'll fix the cams up, and then we'll get started. Oh, hey now. Whoops. There we go. Oh, look at that. We got like a soldering station over there. This is where all the magic happens. This is where all those controllers are being produced right now. You're like fixing an air conditioner? What is it? Oh no, it's like a computer housing. It's like a monitor housing or something. Look at that. I want to explore Opaux's room. I find this just a very interesting room to explore. Oh wait, is this the padless? Hold on. Show padless. Show what you're playing on. It's a CRT shell. You also mod CRTs. Nice. Oh, that's sick. Look at that. What the heck? CTWC, get with the times. Okay? Get with the times, CTWC. You know, just because you have this Hyperkin sponsor, that CTWC never had like any particular brand name in the rules, but you know, they've got this Hyperkin sponsorship. You know, you could use Goofy Foot. They did mention Goofy Foot, which I guess is kind of a brand or whatever. But now if you look at the CTWC rules, it says you can use an original NES controller or the Hyperkin Cadet or a Goofy Foot. So basically, you have to either have an original controller or you have to pay CTWC in order to have your controller be allowed in their tournament. Like, what the heck? Like, that is not appropriate, in my opinion, okay? As long as it's like a faithful controller, who cares if it's like more reliable? Like, isn't that what we want? If this sport is going to survive, like one of the things that's going to keep it from surviving is the old equipment that's like getting harder and harder to find and maintain, and it's so unreliable. Like, come on. Why wouldn't you want a more reliable controller? Can you imagine if like the CTWC finals was determined by, oh, players can't find good controllers, so they just have to play crappy old 40-year-old equipment, and then it's like determined by just an old ass controller malfunctioning? Like, that's not what you want. You want the skill to shine through, and to do that you need reliable controllers. So it's to your interest. As long as it's not like, as long as it's within the general form factor of an NES controller, why would you care? And now there is an argument. Some people say, well, everybody should have access to the same equipment, but I don't know. Professional sports players, they try to get the best equipment, right? They don't go, oh, they just have to go to Academy or Models or whatever, or Walmart. You'll have to play with Walmart gloves. No, right? They try to get the best equipment, right? So their skill can shine through. Same thing. Opaux is playing padless, yeah. And by the way, if you do want to find out, I'm not financially involved with it. They won't let me be. I would love to be, but they won't let me. But if you want to find out more about padless controllers, it's not something you can get yet, but it's coming soon. They're so close. If you want to find out about it, you can use this QR code. I'm not financially involved. He sent me another thing I can use. All right, I will. Hold on. Copy image. I'm going to save image. I can use another thing. All right, let's go to downloads. Downloads. All right, let me open my downloads, and I'm just going to paste it over here. Ready? Downloads. I'm just going to paste it on and see what happens. Ready? Oh my God, it's beautiful. Look at it. These are the controllers. Can I use the F word? Can I use the F word? Can I use the F word? It is the red bracket. All right. If you don't want to hear the F word, close your ears. These look fucking great, okay? Like, these are fucking great. I mean, these look awesome. All right. You can clip it. You can clip it if you want. You can use that. All right. Oh, wait. We can't be on YouTube anymore. What the heck? Oh, yeah. Let's show it to you again. Look how good these look. Come on. Wait, can you press left or right? It probably shouldn't let you press left or right, but I don't know. It won't let you. There is no left right press. See? Look at this. Look at, they thought of everything. And so this is like not just the Tetris community, like speedrunning community needs this stuff as well, right? Like they need this. That's why I would love to. I want to invest. How do I invest? Oh my god, I'm too excited about it. I know this has been a dream of mine forever. Even before they thought about it, I was like, why can't they use keyboard switches for this, right? Like, why do we have to use this crappy rubber garbage when they fixed it for keyboard? You know. All right, listen, I'm giving you guys free promo. Opaux is like, I'm ready whenever. I'm trying to promo you, bro. And he's like, I'm ready, okay? Oh, yeah, and Zempro said it is totally possible. It's possible to left right on OEM because you can just file down the little knob thing at the bottom. I mean, you can totally do that. Yeah, exactly. You know what you got to do, Opaux and Ava. You gotta make it so like there's a jumper that if people go in and mod it and they want to cheat, they can just like solder a jumper, and then that will enable disable left-right protection. That's what you need to do. All right, but don't tell anyone. It's just secret knowledge. Left-right protection bypass for the cheaters. All right, looks like we are just about ready. Pieces are good. 2AE, 4E1. Let's go ahead and get these players started. Opaux versus Bluescuti. It is round 2. The winner goes to the top 16 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left side of your screen, seed number 14, it is Opaux. Opaux qualified into this hyper tapping tournament with a what was it? Something. Oh, there it was. A 1.175 million. That was the average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. Opaux, in virtue of this top 16 qualifier, got a 1-round bye. So this is his first match in the tournament. Opaux from the United States of America. Opaux, of course, famous for so many things, including winning the Blanks Garage Regional back in 2023, was second in a WPL Regional that same year. So really 2023 summer, that was the summer of Opaux. But Opaux has been in CTWC Gold Bracket 6 times and finished as high as the top 16, which he did when? That's right, 2023. That was the summer of Opaux. Also played at regionals in Boston and Minnesota, Philadelphia, Detroit, Columbus the last few years as well. 118 for Opaux, 185 for Bluescuti. Opaux was also a regular in the Masters event back in 2020 and 2021. Playing in that in multiple months. Also played in Stupid Tetris Monthly in 2020. Did go out in round one, but it's a stupid tournament, so who cares? Opaux also played in Mega Masters in 2023 and 2024. Actually, Opaux went out to Alex T in 2023. That was the year that Alex T won the whole thing. 202 Opaux, 282 for Bluescuti. On the right side of your screen, Bluescuti, seed number 30. Defeated Tetristime in round one to get to this round two match. 250 for Opaux, 310 for Bluescuti. Bluescuti, a six-time CTM Masters event winner, two-time CTWC semi-finalist, also the runner-up in last year's Jonas Cup. He's maybe most known for being the first game crasher. He's the current level 29 star world record holder, 18.8 million. He had a streak of 9 tournaments in a row where he finished in the finals in Classic Tetris Monthly. And so many things about Bluescuti. Rena subbed on Twitch. Thank you, Rena. 388 for Opaux, 427 for Bluescuti. Up Chess says, Vandy, happy July 33rd. Thank you. If you're referring to the fact that this tournament is happening, labeled July and it's still in August. I mean, we started the tournament in the middle of July, so it was fully intended to take until the middle of August. It might go a little past that. 496 for Bluescuti, 482 for Opaux. And yeah, this is a tale of two captures. I mean, Opaux with the perfect capture, Bluescuti with, this looks like public access TV in 1989. But whatever, the game was made in 1989, so it's like state of the art. 527, Bluescuti, 509. Oh, you guys don't even know what public access TV is. Oh my God. Oh, people are old. Tetriscuti, 553, 556 into 19 for Opaux. Scooty has 2 more Tetrises available. He's going to get one. And if he can get this other one, this would be a 600K transition, and he does. So 600K transition for Bluescuti. It's about a 50,000 point lead at 19. Danny says, a new Texas-style barbecue place open in Taipei. How excited should I be? I think you should be excited. I feel like in Taipei, they know meats. That would be my guess. Give it a shot. 640. Let me know how it is. 643 for Opaux. 677 for Bluescuti. Here's the Tetris Opaux, 674. Now, Opaux ahead by 6 lines. There's a Tetris for Scooty, but his board kind of messed up here, and this is going to take some down stacking to do. 3 or 4 lines to clear this out. Meanwhile, Opaux with a great stack, so this might allow Opaux to get into the lead or at least close the gap here. Now, Opaux again ahead by 8 lines right now. Gets a Tetris 773, 10 lines ahead, 23,000 points ahead. All right, Bluescuti clean. Tetris ready. Level 23. Now remember, level 29, 230 lines. That is the inflection point here. That is when the speed is going to double. It's virtually unsurvivable. You might be able to get a few levels into 29 speed. We have not seen anyone pop off in this tournament. I mean, we've had, well, I guess if you want to call level 35 a pop off, but we have not seen anyone play like indefinitely, right? So you definitely cannot count on being able to just play deep into 29. Someone, might surprise you and do that. Yeah, 35, I guess, a pop off, but we haven't had a double pop off, right? We haven't had 2 players just going at it in a kill screen battle. So you cannot depend on level 29 play. And if you're behind, like right now, Opaux is behind by about 30,000 points. You're going to have to plan on trying to win this on this speed before 29, or at the very least, oh no, that is going to be a top out for Opaux at 927, and Bluescuti is good and gets a Tetris. Scooty gets the max. Hana says, waiting for Alex to get to 47. I mean, I halfway think that is going to happen. I mean, I think it's like, I would say a 50-50 chance of something like that happening. All right, Scooty with the max out, trying to get that 1.1 sealed, but board kind of messed up, so not sure he's going to get that. And nope, A97, Bluescuti. Scooty takes game number 1. All right, new pieces. Hola, Pollo, ¿cómo estás? Pollo is here. A920A3. A920A3. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, please like the stream. There's 101 people watching. If you could all just hit the thumbs up, that really does help the channel. It's a free thing that you can do to help the channel. It's so easy. You just navigate down, you hit the thumb. So easy. Please do it. It really, really helps to promote the channel, and it costs you nothing. A920A3, A920A3. Both players ready. Game number 2. Bluescuti up 1 game to none. Okay, so far just 2 bars, so there you go. Finally, Opaux is going to get one. Bluescuti is going to get one. Yeah, the bars were not plentiful to begin that game, but they're starting to flow now. I'm going to try to launch all the August tournaments tomorrow. I have no streams tomorrow as far as I know, unless someone saddled me with one at the last minute. But we're going to try to get all that stuff launched tomorrow. 121 for Bluescuti, 106 for Opaux. Now, we do have another bracket tonight. I don't know if it's going to happen immediately after this or if there'll be a break. It kind of depends on the players here. But that stupid Tetris Monthly, that is scheduled for 6 p.m. It's 5:08 now here in Texas, so 51 minutes from now. That is stupid Tetris Monthly, no next box. And that will be Fractal, Steel, Dylan, and Peak. So Fractal and Dylan doing their first matches in this tournament since they were the high seeds. It's top 16. 200 for Opaux. There is a Tetris 223, 239 for Bluescuti. Tetris Scooty 273, 276 Opaux. Opaux ahead by 4 lines. So the lines are tied right now. Scooty ahead by 19,000. STM idea suggestion. Make the viewers decide what is the category. No. As much as I love the viewers, your job is to be the viewer. 324. You guys are excellent at being viewers. So you guys should do the thing you're good at. 348 for Opaux, 346 for Bluescuti. So 1 line apart, 1,000 points apart. C-Dub says, STM idea, let the viewers vote on each next piece to decide what the players get. Yeah, we'll just keep running polls on Twitch. Or we can alternate. Twitch can choose one, YouTube can choose one. All right, 417 for Bluescuti. There's a Tetris Scooty 463, 443 for Opaux. Imagine if there was some kind of crowd control. Well, crowd control does exist now for NES Tetris. I'm really surprised that I haven't seen many people streaming with it, but that does exist now. Yeah, I'm not really interested in anything where a wheel is spun. I mean, I think that's fine for a fun tournament, but despite the name, STM is sort of conceived to be a real test of Tetris skill, not necessarily a meme tournament. So we're just trying to do things that do test their actual Tetris skills. 577 for Bluescuti, 558 for Opaux. I still have not decided on the mode for September, but I think I have time. 604 for Bluescuti on 19, 584 for Opaux. Opaux with the Tetris now 608. So the 2 lines apart, 3,000 points apart. Secret grade will definitely be in the rotation. You know, being able to visualize the board and what the board will look like, you know, sort of in advance of making a placement. That is an important Tetris skill that secret grade tests. Okay, 667. Scooty opens up the right side. He is waiting on a bar. The bar comes and he gets a Tetris 697 for Scooty. Tetris for Opaux 724. Both are at 724 at 165, 700 points apart. So they are very, very close. Opaux would love to win this game. It's so much better to be tied 1-1 than down 2-0. Of course, Scooty would love to put Opaux in that position. 812 for Scooty, 755. Now 784 for Opaux. Yeah, what are the next few events coming up? I know there's Houston is coming up. All right, 50 lines to go until level 29, and they're both basically tied. One line apart. 200, 300 points apart. This is as neck and neck as you're going to get. Ohio, when is Ohio? Is that this weekend? Next weekend, yeah. All right, Tetris Opaux 920, 892 for Scooty. Tetris Opaux 956, 931 for Scooty. Oh, Laurie is here. Laurie, I said the F word earlier. But I asked permission and everyone said it was okay. Max outs for both of these players. 7 lines to go. Tetris or Opaux A65. There's a dirty for Scooty. Critical for him to get that. He opens up that right side again. Another long bar down. Tetris for Scooty. He gets a triple A84. Opaux at B03. So now it's kind of a kill screen battle. Scooty going to have to make up points here on 29. Opaux has the 1.1 B08. A93 for Scooty. Opaux's board breaking down. Scooty needs to get to B10. B10 is what Scooty needs to get. Oh my God. And he's got a great board. And he just looks like he's got momentum to get it in a long bar over Tetris for Scooty. I mean, a triple for Scooty. Not a Tetris, a triple. Who cares? A triple for Scooty on level 31. He set up for it, and he got it, and he takes game number 2. What the heck? I'm so used to shouting Tetris that I didn't know how to shout triple. But yeah, Scooty set up for it. It was enough, and he's still going. He's on 33 at B76. And he sets up for a Tetris. What the heck? Oh no. Oh no. He's setting up for Tetrises now. I think what we have learned is if, oh no, he's setting up for a triple there. He almost was up for a Tetris. He's got the 1.2. Oh my God. He's on level 35. Oh no. What is he doing? I think what we have learned is if you want to, oh no, when he's setting up for a 10, oh, and he can't get the bar over a C62 level 36. What the heck? I think what we have learned is if you want to ruin a game mode or something, create a new tournament for it, or have Kingsman, have Fractal start grinding for it. So have Fractal start grinding for it, set up a tournament, and then just have Bluescuti get involved, and then it's over, and he's ruined the game mode for everybody. Scooty, you've ruined hyper tapping. All right, thanks, Opaux. Thank you for that, I guess. I mean, that is actually ridiculous. 1.26, level 36. Chasedown on level 31 with a triple. I mean, that's just unbelievable. By the way, Opaux, if you could hide that the alerts on your thing, that way they don't come up during the stream, that would be helpful. Appreciate it. Okay. Let's go ahead and give these players some pieces. D0 ECB1, D0 ECB1. Players, you can take a moment if you need it, but that is just crazy. Level 36. So 36 is the that's the highest one so far this tournament, right? Alex got to 35. There is no line cap in this mode. No. Alex got to 36. All right, well, 37. Who got more lines? Who got more lines? Do we know? You think Alex got 303? DOE CB1. Oh, I suppose we got to give Scooty the point. Actually crazy. Will 39 be breached in this tournament? Who knows? All right. Yeah, both players ready. Let's go ahead and get him started in game 3. Scooty up 2-0. And I don't know if Bluescuti has sort of upgraded his aura. You saw Alex T aura kind of affecting the results of the matches that he played, and I don't know. I think Scooty with a big aura upgrade after that game 2. As if he needed any more. But now he's got tapping aura. And tapping is now ruined. Tetris Scooty, 70,000. Opaux, 68,000. He's all Tetrises so far. There's another one, Opaux. So Opaux needs to win this one to keep going on in this tournament. Tetris Opaux 142, 139. Scooty gets a Tetris. So we're 20,000 points apart, 2 lines apart. These two have never faced each other in CTM. This is the first time in any CTM, at any level, Masters or challenge, no, any level. But they did face each other for the first time, at least in terms of things on Liquipedia, the first time this year in CTWC. Scooty took that one. I think Opaux would love to take at least a game here just to... get a little bit of revenge here. And of course, he's going to need game here to continue on. The winner of this match will take on Maisie, who is the 3rd seed in the tournament. That's what I love about this tournament is, you know, obviously Maisie, great Tetris player. But I just before this tournament, I never thought, oh, Maisie, 3rd seed, right? In anything. But here we are, tap tournament. Maisie comes out, hits 3rd, he gets 3rd seed. So, yeah, I like this tournament kind of turning things on its head a little bit. Okay, 380 for Opaux, 416 for Bluescuti. Oh, Opaux' board starting to complicate a little bit here. He's open on the right side, long bar over. So that was a welcome friend, that long bar. Tetris Opaux 436. Scuti with a series of tucks. Both players good boards, flat. Tetris, Scuti 473. Oh, the pullback for Scuti. He's going to get a Tetris, leave himself a dependency there, though, and then uses the next long bar to get the Tetris again rather than fixing the dependency. That might have bitten him a little bit because he's now got some cleanup to do, and this could allow Opaux a little bit of wiggle room to close the gap a bit, maybe even get into the lead. Back in the old days, it was pretty much like, always take the Tetris, right? New school, it's, a lot of times you should really fix the stack. $563 for Opaux, $557 for Bluescuti. Oh, a little diving board there for Scuti, but that doesn't cost him too much. Just one burn, $583 for Scuti into 19, so they are pretty darn close. All right, Opaux trying to bring this board down. Scuti with a great board, but waiting, and covers just as the bar was coming in. And Scuti forced into a triple long bar Tetris. Scuti 676-14 for Opaux. Opaux set up for a dirty. A long bar here would be very welcome. Of course, he gets it, can't use it. Covered the whole. Well, there's another one. Tetris Opaux 645. Now Bluescuti is set up column 5, 2 rows up here on level 22. Gets a dirty 751. Let's see what Opaux is going to do. Oh, that Z piece is just the worst. He was trying to go for his center well Tetris and didn't really have a great place for that Z, like right after an S, and it's going to create some more burning here. This is allowing Scuti to add to this lead. And down the middle, Opaux Tetris 693. There's a nice triple, Scuti. You're seeing bursts up to like 21 hertz, which is crazy. I don't know if that's a mistake or what. I mean, how could that be? 736 Opaux, 898 for Scooty. 30 lines to go. So Opaux is going to have to find some points or effect a chase down if Scooty, continues to score here. Tetris is now approaching, 34,000 points. There'll be 36,000 crossing into 29. Scooty with the max out on 27, Opaux 871. And this is where, this is a phase where you can really get RNG'd because you might be trying to come back, but the RNG might have other plans, and Opaux is like, nope, that's it, GG's. Opaux going to top out level 28 padless for Opaux is what you need to do. I'll show the slide one more time. A76 Scooty. We'll watch him complete game number 3. We will put it up. Don't worry. We will put it up. Let's let Scooty finish his game first. Scooty B24. There is a Tetris B61. Let's see what this individual human being can do. Just setting up for Tetrises like it's nothing. 1.2 for Scooty on 31. Now he's got a tap PB of 1.4, but I don't know. I think, only one player, as far as we know, under this rule set has a 1.6. That's Alex. I think Scooty is gonna be there. So Bluescuti with the win, 3-0, and Scooty sweeps against 2 excellent tappers. That's gonna put him in the top 16. Let me go ahead and report this real quick. We'll show you some padless QR code. People are dying to see the padless QR code. Oh my God. 3-0 Scooty. So yeah, GG Scooty, you did great. Opaux, always a pleasure. Let me, let's see. Where's the thing? All right, there's the thing. Ready? Oh wait, hold on, show it. There it is. Hold it up close. So this is like prototype, right? This is prototype. Put it up really close. I mean, we love your face, but I'd rather see the controller. There it is. Yeah, look at that. So that's like prototype. Why does padless low-key look like a harmonica? A little bit. This is like 2 generations back. Can we highlight the winner? Yeah, we're just showing you the thing. Here's Scooty. We don't highlight winner. We just say congratulations. We don't highlight winner until we get to the top 4. But congratulations, Scooty. You did amazing. We did. We said congratulations. You're amazing. We watched the thing. Cole, calm down. We're good. We're fine. Scooty, I'm going to highlight the heck out of you right now. Oh my God, Scooty. Look at this, Scooty. Look at this Bluescuti. Oh my God. Scooty, you are amazing. He's looking up. I mean, I figured Opaux was going to go offline, right? So we got to actually see some Opaux. So, all right, you are in. Let's go ahead and show you the top 16 situation. All right, wiggle. See, Scooty will not be a padless customer. So here we are, full top 16 now. Maisie versus plus Scooty's family told us to show the QR code. So Maisie versus Bluescuti, that is going to be a 3 versus 30. So Bluescuti coming out of the 30 seed to get into that top 16. We also got a 24 from Bendy. Of course, he's out of the tournament now, and 27 for Trap Zone. Yeah, we see enough Scooty. Okay, I've seen enough. But anyway, if you do want to find out about the padless thing, I'll give you the QR code one more time. They're not like a sponsor. I just think it's a cool thing that I just am a fan of, and I am for. So there's a QR code. If you don't want to use that Discord thing there. Discord.gg. I'm not going to read that. Lowercase c, lowercase e, lowercase y, lowercase j, uppercase n, lowercase p, lowercase k, lowercase r, lowercase u, uppercase B. Should I but that is where to find information. That's not, you're not buying anything there. You're just going there to join the Discord and get information about it. There it is. It's right there. Okay. If you can't see that, there you go. Right there. Go padless. That's all you needed, Opaux. You didn't need this whole worry about pads less. You didn't need a big logo. Say go padless. And there's what they are gonna look like. The one that Opaux was using was a 2-generation old prototype. So those are gonna look sick. Can we get CTM colored one? Can we get like, maybe we can do an exclusive. Get a CTM colored one. What about that? Thank you. All right, guys, that is going to do it. So let's show you the bracket one more time. See, Matrix. See, you guys need to partner with us, right? Who else is it? It's CTWC? You have to fight CTWC. CTM is proselytizing on your behalf. So partner with us, right? Okay, so this is where we are at. Top 8 wise, this is where we are at. We just have Alex into the top 4, Coster into the top 8. That's all we have. The rest of it is all top 16. The next Tap Masters, we don't know. There's no more Tap Masters on the docket right now. It's all being scheduled. I'm sure now that this red has been solved, we'll get that red and pink on there somewhere. Honestly, probably going to be a weekend because we have a mix of American and European players, so that's usually how that works, but we'll see. Or it could be a daytime one. That'll be all right. But anyway, in 25 minutes, we're going to have Stupid Tetris Monthly. Thanks to everybody who supported the channel during this stream. New followers: Nihilistic Optimist, Jarvis, Washing Machine, Quietude and Rena, Twitch sub, Raid from CTL. Thank you very much. Patreon, there all you guys are. Thanks for supporting the channel. Scott Gray, JK9 Tacky, Corporal Shelby, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat, Mila, Jason, and everybody else. Thanks for supporting the channel. Prize pool didn't move, but you know it's a good amount, $13.90. So thanks to everybody who supported. We had some big support there, especially Scott Gray coming in with the $1 grand. Appreciate that. All right, 25 minutes. I am going to stop stream. It's good for us to stop the stream, especially for YouTube-wise. So I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. See you in 25 minutes for a top 16. I'll show you what it's going to be. Top 16. Which one? Oh, yeah. Red and pink. Fractal, Steel, Dylan, and Peak. That is what we're going to do. All right. See you in a bit. Bye-bye. Now I gotta find a raid target for Twitch. Who's streaming on Twitch? I don't know. We're gonna go to GB Tetris. I don't know what they're doing over there. Are they announcing a winner? Let's raid them right at the end. It's like right at the end, so that's a funny time to raid them. Oh, Marfram is playing? Oh, Marfram's streaming a match. It is right at the end of GB Tetris, so maybe we shouldn't raid them. We'll raid Marfram. All right, there you go. Go watch whoever play whoever. I think it's a decider in CTL 5C. All right, have fun. See you.